think triggered you to use drugs and alcohol?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a perfect storm, right? I think it's multiple variables that tied into it, whether it be genetic or family, stress, pressure, peer pressure. I think they all contribute, especially when you're at a young age.
Yeah. And like for the triggers you could avoid, obviously with genetics you can't avoid that, but for the triggers you could avoid, like how did you learn to avoid them?
So yeah, I learned to avoid them later in life, right? By surrounding myself with people who kind of gone through what I've gone through. People that I could identify with and they could identify with me. That was very comforting at that age to know that I wasn't the only one who felt the way I felt or struggled the way I struggled.
When you tested positive for drugs or failed your drug test, did any school or team offer to help you by sending you to rehab?
I went to rehab when I was 21 at Fresno State. That was a place. I went to treatment when I was a sophomore. I had failed another drug test for cocaine, and I went to Salt Lake City, Utah.
And if you failed like a drug test and they didn't really offer the help that you needed, if that happened, did that like change your outlook on like people and like?
No, I think I just two schools, Boston College and Fresno State, did it very differently. Boston College had a more punitive approach, and Fresno State had a much more therapeutic track of support and counsel and inpatient, outpatient type treatment centers, where BC just had strict guidelines: 1, 2, 3 failed drug test, and the punishments that came with it.